Welcome to the SolaX instructional installation video series. We will guide you through the installation and commissioning of SolaX's BMS Parallel Box G2. We will provide detailed step-by-step instructions to ensure the successful installation and commissioning of SolaX's BMS Parallel Box G2. Before installation, we kindly request that you take a moment to read the BMS installation guide and familiarize yourself with all the warnings and caution notes. This will ensure a smooth and safe installation process. If you want to know more details about BMS Parallel Box G2, please scan the QR code or refer to the address on the screen. First, let's get started with the introduction of the BMS Parallel Box G2. The BMS Parallel Box G2 is a device for battery expansion that can sustain the load for longer periods of time and is suitable for customers who already have a battery system. The main distinction between the BMS Parallel Box G2 and the previous G1 is the ability to connect to the master battery. The previous BMS Parallel Box G1 could only be connected to the T58 slaves, so the master would be wasted in case of battery expansion, but the G2 just avoids this problem. Depending on the connection with different battery systems, there are two parallel solutions, T58 battery and T30 battery. Please note that only one BMS unit or master battery is required in each solution. When only one single string battery is connected to the box, it can only be connected to the slave area on the box. For a double string scheme, the number of batteries of the two strings should be consistent. It is incorrect to connect batteries of different series on a single string or to connect two strings of batteries of different series. These are incorrect installation cases that should be avoided. Different series of batteries in one group. Two groups with different series of batteries. Different numbers of batteries in two groups. For single-phase and three-phase inverters, when working with BMS Parallel Box G2, there are different number of batteries can be connected to it as the table shows. Installation personnel must wear safety gear in order to avoid electrical shock and personal injury. Please prepare the listed tools in advance. Let's briefly go over what comes in the packaging of the SolaX BMS Parallel Box G2. There are different accessories for T58 battery and T30 battery connection. Please select the correct accessories when installing different batteries. Now, let's have a look at the physical appearance and dimensions of the box. Here are the main ports of BMS Parallel Box G2. The cable connection between the parallel box and the T58 battery is different from that of the T30 battery. To ensure a proper installation, please follow the guidelines. Firstly, please avoid direct sunlight, rain exposure, and snow accumulation, and select a location away from flammable materials and antennas. It is recommended to install an awning or cover over the device to protect it from damage. Secondly, the ambient temperature should be between 0 degrees Celsius and plus 55 degrees Celsius, and the humidity should be within 5% to 95%. Also, the device has IP65 ingress protection. Remember to avoid installing the device at altitudes exceeding 2,000 meters. The mounting process starts by fixing the wall bracket to the wall. The bracket needs to be removed from the box. Measure it and mark the position of the two holes. Install the expansion screw tubes on the wall and screw the wall bracket by a torque wrench. Then, hang the box over the wall bracket and align it with precision. Ensure that the system is always exposed to the air. In this part, we'll guide you through how to safely wire the batteries, and you'll soon find out it's a simple, straightforward process. Let's quickly review which cables are needed to complete the T58 battery wiring. The box can connect 1, 3, 5, or 7 T58 slave batteries plus one T58 master. It is suggested that the battery to be connected from left to right. The recommended installation distance between the box and the battery group is 300 to 600 millimeters for both main and slave groups. The recommended installation distance between battery modules is 250 millimeters. Before installation, please make sure that the wall can bear the weight of the batteries installed. If not, please use floor installation. From box to the inverter, the connection is BAT positive to BAT positive. BAT negative to BAT negative. BMS to BMS. Remember to always keep the unused port sealed. To connect the box to the T58 master, simply connect the BAT positive port of the main area to the BAT positive port of the master battery. Likewise, connect the BAT negative interface of the main area to the BAT negative port of the battery. From the box to the T58 slave, the connection is slave area BAT positive to BAT positive, slave area BAT negative to BAT negative, slave area CAN to CAN. Then connect the T58 slave and the T58 slave. For communication, connect the main area CAN of the box to the RS485 port of the battery. Then connect the T58 master and T58 slave. For the last slave battery in the string, short connect the BAT negative to the I-plug port on the right-hand side. Remove the M5*10 screw from the bottom of the box with a screwdriver, and then screw the ground cable to the grounding port. In the third part, we will show you how to connect the box with the T30 battery. Let's quickly review which cables are needed to complete the T30 battery wiring. The box can connect 2, 4, 6, or 8 T30 battery modules plus 1 T30 BMS. From the box to the T30 BMS unit, the connection is main area BAT positive to BAT positive, main area BAT negative to BAT negative, main area CAN to COM. Slave area BAT positive, heat positive to B positive, slave area BAT negative, heat negative to B negative. Heating technology can provide battery power at low temperatures. Slave area BAT positive to BAT positive, slave area BAT negative to BAT negative, slave area CAN to COM. Then finish the connection among the T30 batteries. Regardless of how many battery modules installed, please put a waterproof cap on the unused communication port of battery module to avoid moisture ingress. Connect the B negative of battery 2 to the B negative of BMS. Connect the COM port of the BMS to COM1 of the battery. and connect the COM2 port of the battery 1 to COM1 of the battery 2. For PE connection, unscrew the PE screw of the BMS. Connect the PE cable from the BMS to battery 1, and connect the PE cable from battery 1 to battery 2, and then tighten the screws. Similarly, connect the ground cable in the same way as T58 battery installation mentioned earlier. The T58 master battery needs to be switched on manually. Adjust the dip switch to the number that equals to the T58 slave quantity. For example, adjust to 1 when there are 1 T58 master and 1 T58 slave connected. Press the power on button. Once the T58 master battery or the T30 BMS unit is powered on, next to turn on the box. Open the protective lid, turn the circuit breaker to on, then press the power button. To prevent system errors, please do not press the power button frequently. If needed, wait at least 10 seconds before pressing again. After booting up, check the LED indicators on the front panel of the box. Capacity lights show the SOC of the batteries. Status light 1 or 2 flashing indicates a failure of the battery modules. When the box connects with an inverter and is in a normal status, the blue lights will flash in the last column during charging period. All the blue lights will flash during discharging or idle period. If an inverter is not connected, the status light will flash for about 1 minute, then turn red. When both groups have faults, the status lights of the two groups will flash in red. The general status light will keep the red light on. When one of the two groups has a fault, the status light of that particular group will flash red while the other group keeps the blue light on. When upgrading, all lights will flash once every 0.5 seconds. When the upgrade is completed, the general status light will flash green. If the SOC of the batteries is lower than 10%, the inverter would send an idle command to the box, and the general light will flash in green. But when the cell voltage is lower than 2.7 volts, all lights will go out. All lights off means that the box is in power off status. Here is a summary of indicator status and the corresponding meanings. Thank you for watching.